Hello and welcome back. This is Steve at Bucks Coins. I was waiting on today to do a Halloween special. Unfortunately, the items that I've got on order didn't come through on time, and the one or two that did I can't find. So I have had other things in the post, and they're all in this letter here. The first one there comes from Holland, and it's a euro. It's a commemorative euro. It's a €5 coin. I need to do a bit more research on this, and I will be coming back with an individual review of this particular coin. It's brand new. It was out midway through October, and I got it for what it costs, which is €5. So I got it for the same price as the actual worth of the coin. So I will have a look out for the review I do on this coin a bit later on. This one is the first one of two to go into my blue card album today. This is the blue card for the latest Tower coin. The London Tower, or the Tower of London as it's better known, has for the last 2 years had a series of 4 coins each. This is the third of the 4 coins for this year, and this represents Mint Street. The Mint for a very long time was held in the Tower of London, and then when it left the Tower of London it went across the road to have its first headquarters away from the tower, actually opposite the tower, or opposite one of the entrances to the tower, on Tower Hill. This coin has an archway, and here on the right hand side of the coin, as you look, there is a small coin with a cross on it. For a long period of time, Mint Street used to manufacture coins and mint coins of this type, either with a short cross or, as shown here, a long cross coin. On the back, it's a JC portrait in the 2020 date. A £5 coin that I'm very happy to have. It's now 3/4 of the way through that series, so if I just bring the book in for a second. Oh, it says I can go to the £5 coin section for the Tower of London series, and I've got both series on the same 9 holder page, so you must excuse me a second while I go right to the back. And this is the page it's going on. If I just come out a bit, there we go. We've got the 4 coins from last year, which is the Ravens of the Tower, the Crown Jewels, the Yeoman Warders. The 4th one there is the Keys, Ceremony of the Keys. This one is to do with other areas of the tower, and the first one for this year represents the White Tower, which is one of the buildings. We then have the 3 lions that make up one of the royal emblems, and this 3rd coin in this series, which I'm about to put in, is the one that I've just done a quick overview of. There we go. Now that is going to set up very nicely once we get the 4th coin in there, and I can put in a piece of card with the 8 coins and what they represent. into that central pocket. Now while we've got that up here, I've got another blue card, and this one's Christopher Robin. And the Christopher Robin, I do have the coloured bunk version coming from the Royal Mint. I've not quite received it as yet, which is unfortunate because I wanted to do the review with this bunk and the coloured at the same time. However, this is a very acceptable sort of coin from the Christopher Robin series. It's again based on a drawing from Shepherd, E. Shepherd, who did all the original Winnie the Pooh drawings of Christopher Robin coming down the stairs dragging Pooh Bear behind him. So I know I've seen other people's reviews of this coin and they said they really like it, but I think with this series, because there is a coloured bunk as well, the coloured bunk actually gives the drawing sketch extra punch and extra likability. I actually preferred those ones, the coloured bunks, to the standard single, to the monogram single impression that you get on these cards. However, there is a series to collect, and I do actually like this coin. So this will go into my Winnie the Pooh page, and I've got a 9-page pocket, and Winnie the Pooh's coming out in 3 years, over 3 years, with 3 coins for each year. And to be quite honest, this is ideally made for this sort of thing. At this point I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop the recording so I can get another album out that I need for this next part. So I'll see you again in a few seconds. Hello, welcome back. I have a couple more things that I got in the post this week. These 2 coins are exactly the same year and from the same region. They're a 5-cent coin. They're from East Africa and they're dated 1936. And they're a very important coin in the sense that 1936, as I've possibly mentioned before, is the year of the 2 kings. Sorry, the year of the 3 kings. We had George V, who died early in the year. His son was David, who was known to all as Edward VIII. He was named as king but never actually went through his coronation. And then there was the final king of the year, was George VI, the current Queen's late father. And he's the one who eventually took over. So there's that one little area in the UK where we don't have any coins actually released of Edward VIII in the UK. We had coins that were due to be released and had been they'd done the sort of test mintings on them, but none were actually released, and none went out as presentation packs or anything like that. But these are actually marked, both of them, Edward VIII. I'm not going to go into any more detail than that. I'll give you a quick look at the coin out of its package. It has a hole in the centre. It's from East Africa. It's 5 cents. The crown on that side and it says Edward VIII. The reason why I'm not going to go into any more depth than I already have is that I'm going to be doing a complete video of coins and that feature the name of Edward VIII or the portrait of Edward VIII on them from the Commonwealth, and that's going to be a future video sometime, hopefully towards Christmas. So that's just something I've bought in readiness. Oops, they'll go back in that white envelope. And the last two things are, there's a Christopher Robin, two extra ones. One of them is going to go into my extras box for use as possible prizes later on in, as I start getting more and more subscriptions. So we'll put that to one side. The last thing, of course, is two cards, and they will be shortly to be have the silver layer taken off. However, there's a job I need to do with this one, and some people are going to start cringing at this point. We have a pair of scissors, and I'm going to take this one out. I already have one in this setup for myself to keep in the Winnie the Pooh series, but there is a reason why I cut this open. I then take a coin flip, and having let it escape from the confines of one carded area, I'm going to put it into another one. I'm perverse like that. Handle by the edges, stick into the coin flip, close the coin flip. Which would be good if I actually got the damn thing square. Try again, Steve. Get it. Yay! And there we go, it is now perfectly in its coin flip. I'm just reaching for a pen, and on this it comes from 2020. It is a NIFC bunk, and it's Christopher Robin. Now to bring in my master album. Oh. Get rid of the scissors so I don't cause anybody any injuries, including myself. Oh. Now this is where I have to be quite careful, because there's a lot of it's a heavy album with a lot of coins in it. Those are all my NFCs, Britannias, and later and Shields, going back to right to the beginning of the decimal era. This is the standard coins that we have, and I have a space down the bottom there of this page for the latest one that we've got, which is a diversity coin, which I've not yet received. And I've split my 50p's into three areas. I've got a main set of coins which don't have a particular thing to them. They're just everything that's been released that doesn't fit into one of these last two categories. One of which, of course, is the 29 coins that make up the Olympics set, which I have. And then I have 2 pages of kids' stories to do with children's effects. This page is the Beatrix Potters, and there are 15 of them in that one, so all of them are there. And this one has the Snowman, the Paddingtons, the Gruffalos, the Wallace and Gromit, and of course the Winnie the Pooh that was earlier on. Yeah, now we put in the next one of the Winnie the Pooh range into this 20. Whoa, come on! Into this 20 pocket page, poly page, and put the Christopher Robin in where it is. There you got Pooh Bear and Christopher Robin. I'm expecting another 2 on this page, possibly 3 by the end of this year, depending on whether the Christmas coin is another snowman or another children's character. I might end up actually taking the Winnie the Pooh series and putting that on a separate page, since we know definitely we're going to have 9 of them. So let's now close this album and put it to one side, because we've got 2 scratch cards to finish off before we say goodbye on this video. So that's the master album, and the coin put in the master album that I needed to put in. We now have 2 scratch coins, 2 scratch cards. Anybody can tell? Can anybody tell what it is? I think it's the Scouts. Yep, and there you go. Boy Scouts, the Scouts. I'll finish that off and put it into my collection in a second. Let's have a look what the second card is. And that looks to me like the Peter Rabbit, maybe from 2017. Let's just make sure. And there you go, the Tale of Peter Rabbit. Now, with these, I'd be interested to know if anybody's actually got a complete list of all of the possible cards that you could have for this particular set of scratch cards. I have here my 50p spare, 50p in the blue card goes into here, and these are my spare blue cards, all those like in there. I also have a set of blue cards that's my collection, and a whole load of swaps there. So I need to find out, first of all, do I have the Scouts? I don't seem to have the Scouts. What's the issue? Around about 9 million, 8 million, 9 million. and Peter Rabbit. That will be towards the back. And I don't have Peter Rabbit, so both of those will be going into my collection when I finish cleaning them off. If anybody does have a list or knows where I can get hold of a list, could they please let me know in the comments below, because I'll be very interested. I believe they have 40 in total of these scratch cards, different ones, and I'd very much like to get a set together if I can of those 40 cards. And I do have some swaps, but without knowing what the 40 cards are, it's difficult to know which ones I need to complete the collection. So please, if you do know, can you let me know in the comments below, or contact me via Facebook or one of the other links I have below. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is a bit of a roundabout mixture of things to do with coin collecting. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and if you do, could you please give me the thumbs up, and also if you could please subscribe if you haven't done already. I would very much like to try and make 50 subs by Christmas, but we're now at the beginning of November virtually. It's All Hallows Eve today, which is the Bewitching Day. So time's running out. So from me to all of you, please, I wish you all a very happy All Hallows Eve. Hope that with the restrictions that are on, the kids can have a bit of fun tonight, even though they do have restrictions. And join me again in another coin or banknote related topic in a couple of days' time. In the meantime, until then, ta-ra for now, and a very spooky Halloween to you. Bye.